Hi, this is a review of the orderIT trading system activity for September the 21st, 2021. We had 4 trades on that day. All 4 trades were buys. First trade was CLF. That's Cleveland Cliffs Incorporated. Tripped at 1154.13 at a price of 1921. It closed the day at 1982, up 0.35%, and is up 1.97% early morning. So that's a positive, obviously. And take a look at the indicators. Volume, you can see it jumping up here, jumped up when it tripped, and then jumped up at the end of the day. And MACD, same thing, came up and came down a bit, stabilized, and came up a little bit at the end of the day. DI showing fairly strongly when it tripped, and again at the end of the day. Even though you can see closing on DI showing a downward trip, Bollinger Band showing that jump a little bit, jumping up, so you can see it's a steady incline. That stock was moving up for the day. Next trade is CRON. That's Kronos Group Incorporated. Tripped at 12:05:11 p.m. at a price of $5.74. It closed at $5.67, down 0.87%. No early morning activity, so we have to see if there's a point where it came above and stayed above for a period of time, above the stripping price, so 12:05. So roughly around here. 574. Yeah, it just as you can see, it hit a ceiling at that limit. So what we can do is, let's see, OBV stabilized in a day, but you can see it jumped up here. MACD not too bad, it came up and stabilized. DI came up a little bit downward trend at the end of the day, and Bollinger Band you can see dropping a little bit. Bollinger Band and DI are negative. MACD closing, and you see the price itself, it explicitly was down at the end of the day. And if anything, I really use Bollinger Band as the main aspect of feeling towards possibility. And the thing is, you can see it jumped up a little bit here during the tripping period, but it didn't obviously go up above. It somewhat moved sideways or downwards. Well, that's not really true. You see the end of the day here is where it came up a bit, so it was moving up in the middle of the afternoon. You see this rise here and then dropping itself, but again, not drastically above the day activity. It's just not enough for me to feel comfortable. I'm going to say it's a negative just because I just don't feel it's moving positively strongly enough. If it was moving at the end of the day positive, I could say there's potential there, but the fact that it came down at the end of the day makes it a question mark. Next trade is CCL. That's Carnival Corporation. Tripped at 12:07:04 p.m. at a price of $23.26. Closed at day at $22.96. Down 1.20%, but you can see it made its recovery here at the early morning activity. It's up 1.74%, so it's made its loss from previous day. And let's see if there's any opportunity here. 12:07, yeah, roughly around this period. 23, 28, 23, 25. So yeah, see, there's nothing. Again, it hit another ceiling, and don't have a strong indication. OBV looks not too bad. MACD not too bad. Dropping at the end of the day. Oh Christ, and DI is down. Yeah. Like I said, there was points where it was moving up, but not drastically. And again, end of day, it was moving up a bit, but then it dropped off. And Bollinger Band is showing basically sideways movement, so there's not really much indication of a particular direction. I can't say that's a positive either. Okay, next. Sorry, I went and started deleting things. What? get it back. There we go. Okay. So that was CLF. Just make sure I'm looking at the right one. CLF 1207. 1207 CCL, not CCF. Okay. Next trade is LIFE. I'm assuming that's Life Brands. No, it's not. It's a TYRA Pharma Incorporated. 330.08 at a price of 12.14. Closed at 12.01. Up 17.51%. Early morning's down 3.16%, so people are dropping it. And that was at 3:30. Again, another ceiling. There's just no movement there at all, price-wise, above its tripping price. OBV looks somewhat in an upwards trend. MACD during the period it dropped and came up. DI is up and Bollinger Band is up. The stock that technically was moving up, even though you see early morning it's dropping. The indicators themselves are showing a positive direction, so that early morning activity might be just activity in the morning, for lack of better things. So that's one out of four stocks. It's only 25%, and 2 out of 5 stocks is possible. Equal to divided by 4, 50%. So 50% possible, 25% positive. Not a great day, but again, that's just the way things are. I'll leave it at that.